My bodybuilding journey started back in high school when I was told in gym class that if I got a paper signed by my parents that I can access the fitness center after school. I would work out for 2 hours and then I would walk home over a mile for 20 minutes by myself with my book bag on. Rain, snow, cold, wind, sun, didn't matter. I did not care. I finally found something that I was passionate about after playing soccer for about 9 years. I was the only one at that time out of my friends that was into fitness, so I had to do the journey all by myself. I literally had nobody to guide me on my bodybuilding journey from the beginning. Back before YouTube fitness was popular, back before you took photos of yourself in the gym, back before you recorded yourself in the gym, this was all before then. I had to figure out everything on my own, from my diet to my training routine. This was back in 2012 when there was barely anybody in the fitness community on YouTube. The first year I pretty much didn't even train my triceps. I thought biceps were how I was gonna gain big arms. After about 2 years of going to that fitness center every day after school, I ended up getting a real gym membership and I went with my dad to go get it. I will never forget that day. From there, I would walk to the gym every day after school, sometimes with friends, sometimes without friends, over a mile and a half for about 30 minutes. I would walk, rain, snow, sleet, cold, whatever weather, and I would train. Then, after walking for 30 minutes, I would train for about 2 hours, and then I would have my parents come pick me up. From there, on the weekends, I would bike to the gym over a mile and a half. I would train for 2.5 hours because I had some extra time on the weekends, and then I would bike another mile and a half home. I was committed to building a physique that I was proud of. If we're being honest, it was probably half for me and half for getting girls, and the getting girls part did not work out too well. I built a pretty good physique after 4 years of bodybuilding before transitioning to powerlifting. My intentions with bodybuilding were never to step on stage or compete up on stage. I've always said that I pretty much don't like bodybuilding because it's based off an opinion of a judge, and judges have different opinions. That's why I've always told people I don't ever see myself up on stage. I've come to realize that I don't need to place first. I've already proved to myself that I can be top dog in powerlifting. I want to see what my potential is. I want to see what my best is. So I want to challenge myself on a new venture and compete in physique on stage. The funny part is, I could care less about actually being on stage. I could care less about show day. What I really want, I want the process of becoming the best version of myself physically, the best physique I've ever brought. I want the late night cardio sessions. I want the burning reps of bodybuilding. I want the hard days in the gym where you just gotta push past your limits. And I want to document all of this, an in-depth documentation too, not just, hey, this is my workout. I want to show you guys what I'm working out, what I'm eating, how I'm training, how I'm feeling, late night talks on the cardio session. I want to go deep with it. So I will be competing on stage. My goal going into powerlifting was to be number one, to be the best, to place first place. I still will do bodybuilding, but the main focus will be on powerlifting. I will be number one. I will be number one. And I did that, and I'm so happy I did. And now that I came to the realization that, hey, you can work for 12 weeks and still not take first, and I just accepted that fact, my goal for Physique is not just to be up there. While I did come to the realization to myself that I don't need to be number one, guess what? The goal isn't to be number two. The goal isn't to be number three. The goal is to be number one. Why would I do something without the end goal being to be the best? That's all I want to do when I set out to do things in my life. So yes, I will be competing in Physique because I want to, not because anyone else wants me to. For the past 7 years on YouTube, or however long I've been on here, people have been like, oh, you should do Physique, you should do a bodybuilding show, you should step on stage. But I didn't want to, but now I want to, so we're gonna see what happens. I am pumped for a new challenge and a new journey, and I can't wait for you guys to join me on this journey. And if you think this is crazy, just wait until you hear the other news.